Yeah, let me go get Paul.
I'm just gonna peek.
Yeah.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to call to order the special council meeting for February 20th. This is also not only just a special council meeting, it is also a presentation of the state of the city of Tombstone. We're going to do a little different tonight, so first I'd like to have you stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Roll call, please.
Councilmember Reagan. Present. Mayor Pro Tem Harlow. Present. Councilmember Paul. Present. Councilmember Bauer. Present. Mayor Stipples.
Present.
Okay. Yes, sir.
Now we'll move on to the presentation. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Glad you all come in to see us tonight. Tonight we're going to make a presentation on the state of the city. Doing a little different this time. Always in the past we would end up with the department heads coming up making a presentation off their written documents, and I would make a presentation summarizing. I never felt like it was giving a true picture of what we were actually doing throughout the city. So tonight we put a presentation together with a video of all of the different department heads, departments, that's going to explain to you what we've been doing, what we've accomplished over the last year. I think you'll see that our public safety is just outstanding for the size of our town. Town of 1,200 people, we still have half a million people here, but we have geared up the public safety, i.e. the marshal's office and the fire department to be able to handle that volume. Also, our public works department is geared up where they can handle that overflow as far as the extra garbage, the extra boxes, and the extra, I guess you could say, just like it is, extra sewer that's generated every weekend. So we have, we've kind of put it all into a video to show you hands-on. I think you'll enjoy it. If you have any questions, or if you'd like a copy of this video, you can probably get it offline here before long. Also, you can go to City Hall and they'll be happy to make a copy for you. In the meantime, ladies and gentlemen, glad to come in and see us tonight. Enjoy the presentation.
Respected citizens of Tombstone, Honorable Mayor, and esteemed members of the City Council, tonight we deviated from our usual practice of reporting based on fiscal years or the first 6 months to delve into the financial performance of the past 5 calendar years. Specifically, we will compare figures from January to December 2022 with those from January to December 2023. This State of the City financial report serves as our guide, offering insights into revenue trends, resource allocation, and enterprise activities that shape Tombstone's economic landscape. Let's delve into this brief but insightful journey, aiming to ensure the continued prosperity and well-being of our city. Overall revenue growth. Tombstone witnessed a significant increase of 15.7% year over year in overall revenue, reflecting a healthy economic trajectory. Total revenue surged to $6.3 million in December 2023, demonstrating sustained growth and vitality in our city's financial landscape. General Fund revenue. The General Fund, serving as the primary operating fund where most local revenues are recorded, experienced a remarkable surge of 26.3% year over year, reaching $3.6 million in revenue by December 2023. This significant expansion underscores the effectiveness of both local and statewide economic growth initiatives, strategic marketing campaigns, resource allocation, and the prudent financial management practices implemented by the City Council. Notable General Fund revenue category analysis. Sales tax revenues witnessed a moderate decline of 16.8% in 2023 compared to the previous year, possibly indicating shifts in consumer behavior or economic fluctuations. Conversely, bed tax revenues showcased resilience with an impressive 15% increase during the same period, highlighting the strength of our tourism sector. This underscores the ongoing investment in marketing strategies yielding tangible and positive outcomes. Notably, interest income from investments and operational cash accounts surged impressively by 169.5%, reflecting the prevailing economic conditions nationwide. This growth can be attributed to the city's prudent investment strategy, which capitalized on high-yielding interest rates in the financial markets. Property tax dynamics. Primary tax revenues experienced a marginal decrease of 10.9% in 2023, while secondary tax revenues showcased a modest increase of 10.5%. Property tax dynamics are influenced by a myriad of factors, including economic conditions, property valuations, and legislative changes, making it imperative for policymakers to adopt flexible strategies that adapt to evolving circumstances. Expenditure analysis. Expenditures within the General Fund rose by 45.7% in 2023 compared to the previous year, mainly due to increased spending on public safety, investment in city assets, and general operational activities. Changes in staffing levels, wage and benefit adjustments, along with increased operational expenses in police and fire activities, led to a notable $844,000 increase compared to the previous year. Funding for public safety activities, marketing strategies, as well as the acquisition of equipment and building and facility improvements was facilitated through a strategic reallocation of resources. This included transfers from the fund balance, cash, and investments. Enterprise revenue and expenditure dynamics. Enterprise activities, including the Boot Hill Gift Shop and Boot Hill Graveyard segments, showcased divergent revenue and expenditure dynamics. In 2023, the Boot Hill Gift Shop experienced a slight uptick in revenue, recording an increase of 5.10%, while the Boot Hill Graveyard segment demonstrated a noteworthy revenue increase of 5%. However, the wastewater enterprise grappled with a substantial 67.76% increase in expenditures in 2023, emphasizing the imperative for strategic resource allocation and operational efficiency enhancements, as it becomes evident that current user fees are insufficient to cover necessary operational expenses. Conversely, sanitation revenue experienced a slight decline of 4.58%, highlighting the necessity to optimize revenue streams and ensure fiscal sustainability. The fact that the current contract cost with waste management surpasses the total revenue collected from user fees underscores the urgent need to increase user fees to maintain financial stability. Conclusion. The State of the City Financial Report underscores Tombstone's robust revenue growth, prudent expenditure management, and strategic allocation of resources over the past 5 years. These insights will guide strategic decision-making processes to ensure continued prosperity and vitality for our beloved city. Brenda Eichert, the longest City of Tombstone employee, retired on June 30th, 2023 after serving 47 years. She began as a high school intern and continued serving as dispatcher for Tombstone Marshal's Office, court clerk for Tombstone Magistrate Office, and working at City Hall as human resource clerk, utility billing clerk, payroll clerk, and interim city clerk. Her favorite saying was, "They will have to take me out of the furniture." That didn't quite happen, but she was given a plaque made from a shelf in the bookcase in her office. Carissa Presti became city clerk on July 1st, 2023, following in Brenda's footsteps. Born and raised in Tombstone, just like Brenda, Carissa was a high school intern as well and has worked with the city on and off for the last 20 years. In July 2019, she returned to us as an accounts payable clerk. In November 2022, she became interim deputy city clerk on top of her other duties as accounts payable clerk and marketing director. She has big shoes to fill, and they fit her well. Shelley Kazda stepped into the role of interim deputy clerk with ease. She joined the city of Tombstone in October of 2022 as accounts payable clerk after serving 8 years as clerk treasurer for the village of Lockport, Wisconsin. Along with accounts payable, Shelley is our payroll clerk and steps in where needed. We are lucky to have her on our team. Meet your city clerk and deputy clerk.
Hi, I'm Carissa Presti, City Clerk. Hi, I'm Shelley Kazda, Deputy City Clerk. We're here to tell you about a couple things that we have done in 2023 to City Hall to make it more efficient for our community. Hi, welcome to the Public Works Administration Building. Here we have made some changes throughout the year. One of them being that we are all having all the utilities go through this office instead of everything being at City Hall. So once you have your water bills printed in your hand, they actually come out of this office. In the Public Works Administration Building here in 2023, we have made some significant changes. One of those is bringing all our utility billing over here to this office, so one person is doing all the utility meters entering as far as data entry. Also, the reading also occurs here as well. Now that everything is here, we have also made some changes into the office to make it more functional for ladies. We have did some extensive cleanup, which we have bought some connexes to have the overflow of any documentation that does need to be saved and retained. We've also cleaned up the map areas where all the maps do have their own drawers, making it for the Public Works employees to use the lines that we have here in our city.
In 2023, City Hall embarked on a series of transformative initiatives aimed at modernizing our operations, enhancing customer service, and ensuring efficiency in our day-to-day operations. These initiatives span across various departments and have significantly contributed to the overall advancement of our city services. One of the achievements of the year was upgrading our 25-year-old accounting system. With the implementation of a new cash receiving module, our staff now experiences smoother daily reconciliation, while our customers benefit from the convenience of detailed receipts printed at the time of service. Additionally, our receptionist workflow has been streamlined, consolidating multiple tasks onto a single screen, eliminating the need for navigating through multiple windows. Our front desk also received a technology upgrade, with installation of the latest credit card machine model and a new check scanner. These enhancements not only expedite the transaction process, but also serve to deter check fraud, which safeguards the financial interest of our organization. Did you know that the City of Tombstone did not offer direct deposit to their employees? Well, that has all now changed. With the system upgraded to our payroll module, we can now offer either paper check or direct deposit into their account. This makes very happy employees, and especially to the ones that work overnight shifts, such as our first responders. Now we are looking into getting ACH deposits directed to our vendors to make an easier payment process and also easier on the accounting system. Another perk with the upgrade is the cemetery database. This will allow us to enter in all purchase deeds and plots for both the old and new sections. Since none of our information is digitized yet, a citizens committee will be formed in 2024 to help out with the large project. Once completed, the city will have an organized digital record of every individual interred. This makes it not only easier on our staff, but for families to locate their loved ones. Digitizing our accounting records has revolutionized our data management practices, simplifying tasks such as locating invoices, checks, deposits, and contracts. This transition not only improves operational efficiency, but also proves invaluable during our audit time, ensuring compliance. An exciting upgrade in City Hall this year was not technology-driven. It was the renovation of the conference room. This creates a functional and inviting space for productive meetings. With updated amenities and new carpeting, the conference room now serves as a professional venue. We'd like to thank the Public Works Department for all the hard work he did to beautify the space to conduct city business.
Hello, I'm Robbie Tombstone, Assistant Public Works Director. Here we are off of 6th Street, and this is where our old maintenance building was to work on all the fleet vehicles. We removed it and put in an additional parking lot to hold multiple more vehicles to help with the overflow. Here we are on the east end of Chestnut Street. We finished it up last year. It's new surface, chip and seal, so it's a lot easier to get around busy Allen Street when we have a lot of tourists in town. This is our new Public Works shop. After we tore down the old one, we got set up in this new 60 by 80 steel building. Makes it a lot more comfortable to work on all the fleet vehicles, the fire department, marshal's department, and all of our dump trucks and equipment. Over to the left here, we have new Connex boxes full of all of our water parts, all of our pipe fittings, keep them organized a little better than what we had. And then farther over to the left, we got our old mechanic shop that we worked out of. That very little concrete. Makes it a lot more comfortable to get stuff done.
Our swimming pool, which has been part of our town since 1881, was repaired prior to the 2023 season, beginning Memorial Day weekend. Our public works crew sealed leaks, painted it an eye-pleasing marine blue, and cleaned and weeded the surrounding area, allowing us to pass our health inspection with flying colors. 6th Street, which gave us an addition of 150 parking spaces, was not the only new parking lot. Through the generosity of a resident, we were able to lease a vacant lot at the corner of 4th Street and Safford Street. This lot has come in handy on big event weekends. But wait, there is a third. When our new Discover Tombstone field is not being used for events, car shows, swap meets, or craft fairs, it is an additional parking lot. Opened in October 2023, this honor system parking lot earned $892 over Eldorado weekend. All proceeds for this lot goes towards community events.
Also in the Public Works Administration building, we hold the building official office. In this office, this is where residents can get permits for the commercial buildings or residential areas. Most recently, in 2023, we just had a permit that was in the value of $2 million. This is a great growth here in Tombstone, and we continue to see it grow.
Hi, I'm Robert Henderson. I'm the building official for the city of Tombstone.
In 2023, 8 building permits were issued for new home constructions. 14 building permits were issued for renovation on commercial properties, including 2 new businesses, Mom and Pop Sandwich Shop and Pussycat Gelato. 14 more building permits were issued in 2023 than in 2022. Our foreman Jesse Grassman is reporting the springs located in Huachuca Mountains are functioning. We get our water from 5 locations: Miller, Carr, Gardner, Rock, and Million Gallon. In November, with the help of Smith Engineers, we applied for WIFA Water Conservation Grant Fund. This is an attempt to secure funding for future improvements of the Miller Springs intake structure. Smith Industries has compiled data for the draft of the Water Infrastructure Professional Engineering Report, and the city is actively seeking grant funds to close the water loop at Cactus and Mountain View in the Territorial Estates area. The goal is to get rid of the stagnant water and to improve the water pressure for these residents. Public Works is trying to secure a grant to refurbish and update the wastewater treatment plant through WIFA, NADBank, and EPA. We would need at least $28 million for all the work that needs to be done. Through this process, Smith Industries and the engineers have updated the professional engineering report. Once the funding is acquired, we can begin work.
Good evening, and this is Jim Adams from Tombstone Marshal's office for our State of the Department 2023. We're going to touch on a couple of key points, things that happened in 2023 that were significant to our department and then ultimately to the city. I'll start with grants. We were successful in getting about $1 million worth of grants last year, which enabled us to get some equipment and some training, and then of course some overtime funds that, quite frankly, the city probably wasn't available to provide with our limited budget. Those items are making us more effective in going out there and fighting crime, especially everything that's been coming through as you know, on Highway 80 with the human trafficking and drug smuggling. We were also able to start our canine program this year, which has been very successful. We have 3 drug detection dogs. They're able to pick up cocaine, heroin, and methamphetamine, and they're currently training on fentanyl. One of our dogs is also a tracking dog and a tactical tracking dog. Very useful if somebody wanders off, whether it might be an older person, maybe with dementia, or a small child. We have to track a criminal suspect fleeing the scene, or a bailout of an undocumented non-citizen, which we've seen quite a few of here recently. And then lastly, I want to talk about crime. Crime in general in Tombstone is really at a historic low. We've been very successful in remediating a lot of the issues that were occurring here in the past, holding people accountable for their actions, and we've really got it down to some of those smaller, more trivial things that everybody experiences in where you live. Your domestic violence, your disorderly conduct, people that drink too much, maybe drink and drive, certain things that we are not maybe as able to have an impact on, but that we still respond to. That being said, the number of arrests that we made in 2023 was 236% higher than in 2022. And most of that is attributed to this road right outside here, Highway 80. Again, human trafficking, drug smuggling, all the high-speed pursuits that you've heard about have really impacted Tombstone. And we're trying to make it a safe place not only to live, but to visit, because we all live and die by that tourist zone. First, I want to talk about some crime stats in 2023. Felony arrests, or our arrests in general, were up 236% in 2023 over 2022. Of those 236% increase, 111 of those arrests were for felony offenses, being predominantly human smuggling related to high-speed pursuits and drugs. Also notable was that every stolen vehicle that was reported in Tombstone was recovered, and every aggravated assault case that was reported was cleared by an arrest. The number of smuggling cases, of course, is not reflecting any that we stopped, but that Border Patrol prosecuted. And what I mean by that is a lot of times we will initiate a traffic stop where there are undocumented non-citizens that Border Patrol prosecutes, and we do not, but it was our stop. So again, just some interagency cooperation going on there. We, of course, engaged in several high-speed pursuits throughout the year. Most of you are well acquainted with that because they come right through on Highway 80, and several of them went into residential neighborhoods with people bailing out. And lastly, on this slide, we had an active shooter event in April that was resolved successfully. We had the assistance of some other agencies, most notably the Cochise County Sheriff's Office SWAT team. But that event kind of brought to light the need for some increased training and equipment for our part for future incidents. Let's get specifically into the crime statistics. What you're looking at here is a correlation between 2021, 22, and 23, starting with the number of incidents. And you can see that that went up exponentially in 2023. Arrests also went up from 90 in 2021 to 91 to 215 this last year. Drug arrests are also up, but everything else pretty much kind of stayed the same, with DUIs, number of accidents, criminal damage, which people care a lot about, remaining stable. Smuggling, however, we went from 0 in 2021 to 4 in 2022 and 61 in 2023. Our department actually has more smuggling arrests than Douglas Police Department and most of the other municipalities, with the exception of the Sheriff's Office, the Service, the Police Department, and the Highway Patrol, and of course Border Patrol. Major crime index, homicides 0, sexual assaults 0, robberies 0. We did see an increase in aggravated assaults, but as I indicated earlier, all of those cases were cleared by arrest. Burglaries are at an all-time low. We had a total of 3, and that includes all commercial, residential, and vehicle burglaries. That is for the entire year. At some departments, that's just a shift on one day, but that was our entire year, so very happy with that particular statistic. Theft was also down, auto theft remained the same, and we had one suspected arson. K-9 program. This year we initiated our police K-9 program with 3 dogs that we obtained from Nightwatch K-9. Nightwatch K-9 typically obtains their dogs from the Netherlands and trains them at a facility here in southern Arizona. The dogs are a mixture of Belgian Malinois and a Dutch Shepherd, and all of our dogs are trained to detect methamphetamine, cocaine derivatives, and heroin. As of this speaking, we're also currently working on imprinting our dogs to detect fentanyl. One of the canines is also trained in tracking, which is useful for locating criminal suspects, missing children, elderly folks who have wandered off, and as we had talked about earlier, some of the people who have bailed out on those high-speed pursuits. We currently have 6 canine handlers for our 3 dogs. What that does is it kind of gives the dogs an opportunity to be used more frequently. Numerous occasions our dogs have been instrumental in seizing drugs, both local dealers as well as suspect passing shown with narcotics. We've also been assistance to several other agencies who have called us because they don't have dogs themselves, or another dog is not available. There's a business like the fire department also has their dogs. So a big concern here in Tombstone is the drug problem. Now, granted, you do not see people dealing drugs on Allen Street, and we plan on keeping it that way. But the undercurrent of narcotics is quite prevalent here. We have a multi-pronged approach to how we're going after this. But just like any good 12-step program, first thing you got to do is realize that you have a problem, which we did starting 3 years ago when I came on as your marshal. For the last 3 years, we have carefully worked to identify who the primary players are, where they live, what they drive, and who they are connected to. Since then, we have sought and received grant funding, and continue to do so. We have developed a robust K-9 team, which I just talked about. We also obtained a Cellbrite platform. You've been coming to the council meetings to know what that is. For those that have not, Cellbrite allows us to extract information off of cell phones that we have seized pursuant to a search warrant to obtain information. We've also begun exercising some specialized intelligence gathering methods to corroborate the findings obtained from other sources, and have recently partnered with the DEA and Homeland Security as task force officers on their departments. This makes us have a pretty significant force multiplier when it comes to working on larger scale operations. And we have begun to start executing targeted operations that will continue into 2024. Staffing. There are currently 9 total sworn officers at TMO. Those 9 officers have a combined 130 years of law enforcement experience. Everybody that works here came from another department, and they brought with them all the training, certifications, and experience that they had at those agencies. 7 of our 9 officers also served in the military prior to coming into law enforcement, with 3 U.S. Marines and 4 U.S. Army soldiers. 2 of our members are also currently active in the Armed Forces Reserve, with 1 being deployed overseas. We also have 2 National Guard analysts currently working for the department under a grant from the Emergency Operations Center and the Office of the Governor. In addition, we also have 5 sworn reserves who bring their additional experience and certifications with them. And over the course of 2023, they provided 970 hours of volunteer service for a salary savings to the city of roughly $20,000. Training. Our big goal for 2024 is to increase the number of certifications that we have, and of course renew the ones that we presently hold. This includes firearms, to include a rifle firearms instructor and less lethal munitions, taser, pepper ball, A9 handlers, driving instructor, field training officers, drug recognition experts, which includes ARIDE and HDN, which is horizontal gaze and nystagmus. Those are skills usually used in DUI investigations. Phlebotomy, intox quality assurance, Cellbrite, accident rate reconstruction, terrorism liaison, and school resource officer. Those are the ones that we currently have. We are pursuing several more this year that will be very well-rounded and also provide services to other agencies who quite frankly are able to do it themselves. Some other items of interest. As previously mentioned, we obtained about $1 million in grant monies during 2023. We are very aggressively seeking more grant monies for 2024. I've broken this down into 3 parts here. It's our operational, tactical, and strategic plan for the year. Our tactical plan is going to focus on additional training to enhance officer safety, fine-tune tactics, and expand proficiencies, as I mentioned previously. Our operational plan will focus on procedural refinement to streamline processes and adapt to drug culture. Our strategic plan will focus on analyzing, anticipating, and preparing for asymmetric, intangible, and extraordinary circumstances as they avail themselves to our attention. And lastly, the budget cycle's coming. We appreciate your support to our department. We are grateful for our city, the people that live here, to our mayor and council who have always supported us. And again, we are at your service. That's my presentation. Anything we can do to help, please do not hesitate to call. Thank you.
Good morning, I'm Chief Alden, Tombstone Fire Department. I just wanted to go over a few things of our accomplishments on 2023. And start with the FSA system that we got a grant for. We're entered in with the county and the state on a $63,000 grant to bring us into the modern age of fire station alerting systems, where we have a system where CCOM, or dispatchers in the county, will activate our alert system in our tones whenever we're dispatched for a fire call, VMS, or hazmat call. And what it does is that we have a alert system that goes off where a loudspeaker will bring up the house lights. It will activate our phones where all of our iPhones will activate with a message to the dispatch, and we'll have the graphics and mapping on all of our phones, as well as an annunciator board on our day room, and as well as our apparatus bay. And we'll get all the information, and then it tells us in an electronic voice. It gives us a call, the demographics, and tells us what frequency to tune to dispatch to respond on the call.
Tombstone Fire Department. Respond to test call fire at 5 North San Diego Street, Tombstone City Government.
Also, we have a door down below, a separate building, and it brings up at night the house lights slowly, so people are blinded right away, and the speaker system goes off, and it gives the same message.
Our annunciator board also has our timeout and how many seconds it takes us to get out of the station. Complete with the incident, the type of call, the address, and the demographics.
And then we are accomplishing in 23 was phase 1 of our day room, which is we're dividing our bay in half, where we're able to actually third of it, where we're able to make this area into our meeting room. Before, in the history of the station, it was just nothing but equipment in here, where we had no place to meet, no place to hold classes, no place to have a conference at all. So we're developing this area into our day room or meeting area. We started off by auctioning the floor and putting in our TV screens, our monitor for our classes, and our FSA system, and we were able to obtain our conference tables and chairs and our wall lockers here to kind of divide the space. Phase 2, which next year is going to be enclosing this and making it climate controlled, walling off the 2 bay doors and making sure that this is all enclosed and soundproof. What we accomplished in 23 was our dorm area for sleeping. One of the things that we're quite proud of is that the city council and the mayor were very, very supportive in getting us into a paid department in 2023. As of July, we were able to accomplish that where we have 5 full-time employees that are full-time paid, and the rest of our employees are either per diem or volunteer. And so we still have volunteers, but we're moving towards a full-time paid department. So that is a huge accomplishment for the history of the city and the fire department to be able to begin that in 23. And I'm hoping that we can expand it in 24. But to be able to do that, one of the things that we were able to accomplish was to make sure that we had overnight sleeping quarters and a proper dorm for folks to be able to have 24-hour coverage.
So I'm very appreciative to Mayor and City Council for finding funds to resurface our helipad and restripe it. This helipad is the second most widely used helipad in the county, and we're very active. It was in poor shape and needed to be completely redone, resurfaced, and they found the funds, and we were back in business, being able to serve the whole county. So not only do we have medevac helicopters landing here, but Cochise County Sheriff's Department and other agencies use this pad to offload and take on equipment and people on different missions. And so it's very important that we keep this helipad up to date and active. When we did a ribbon cutting ceremony, Lifeline helicopter came and participated in our ribbon cutting and pancake breakfast, and helped put in a new windsock and some of the equipment. We're going to be putting in a weather station for the station to be able to monitor the wind speeds and as they come in and land.
At Tombstone Fire Department for 2023, we ran 736 calls, and which just gives us a little over 2 calls a day for our response in our response criteria. For our department, it can range from 1 call a day to we'll go for 2 days and not have anything and just be assisting citizens, and then day 3 we may get 11 calls. And so I know 2 calls a day, it doesn't sound like much for a department, but it ranges heavily as far as what the volumes go. It happens from day to day. We not only serve the city and the proper town proper, but we also have a response area in the county of 261 square miles. And so that leads us into not only into the county and off-road type of rescues, but we get involved in SAR operations, as well as any kind of hazmat type of operations that on Highway 80. We also have high-speed crashes on Davis Road, Gleason Road. We go all the way to sometimes past milepost 9 on Davis. And so we have a wide range of area Our area also goes all the way down to the I-90 bypass, or 90 junction on Highway 80 towards Bisbee. And so we range pretty widely, and having to cover this area for not only rescue, for using Jaws of Life, any type of auto extrication. We also are able to, with all of our EMTs, our enhanced EMTs, where we're able to start IVs, we're able to have airway management and conduct breathing treatments. So our criteria not only goes from rescue, but into medicine. We have a cardiac monitor that we obtained this last year, where we can look at rhythms, be able to have rhythms, and monitor tape ready for paramedics that are going to be transporting out to a helipad for the helicopter folks and rear nurses that are going to be transporting out. We can transmit EKGs to the medical facilities, Canyon Vista, to Banner, the Level 1 Trauma Center. We're able to send all of that medical information, cardiac information, heart information from our monitor through our phones to any hospital in the state, any place that we may be transported to. And so when I talk about 261 square miles, that is wide-reaching for us to be able to have that capability. And we feel like it was a great accomplishment in 2023. And we're looking to even upgrade our equipment to be able to perform more of our tasks.
Hi, I'm Cora Osgood, the City Secretary, and welcome to Shefflin Hall. In 2023, our goal is not only to bring technology into the 21st century, but also to bring life back into Shefflin Hall. Let me show you some of the things that we have accomplished in 2023.
The lobby has been cleaned up and repaired by our Public Works Department. Walls, ceilings, and leaks were fixed. Several storage areas were made available after cleanup for housing tables and chairs and custodial supplies. The auditorium received a 21st century facelift in technology. Sound system was the first upgraded. Benefits include a smaller soundboard and the ability to connect to any device. Most importantly, we are able to record our public meetings directly into the computer. No more handheld recording devices, which makes it easier for our secretary. The old speakers were also removed from the stage and placed back behind the walls, which gives more floor space and a hidden effect. We improved the visual equipment from Shefflin Hall, and 85-inch television was purchased to allow individuals and groups to present their videos, PowerPoints as a city meeting or more with ease. We also purchased a 250-inch portable movie screen and projector that is currently being used to view this presentation. Our Public Works crew worked hard cleaning out the backstage and green room, giving us more space to bring different events back to the hall. Special events such as Tombstone Film Festival, Tombstone Wild West Paracon, the 30th reunion of the movie Tombstone, Tombstone Redemption, and a night with Barry Corbin was hosted at Shefflin Hall this past year. The historic building was also brought to life during the holiday season, thanks to Jimmy and Kathy Green for donating their decor and skills to beautify the lobby. Ms. Gonzalez's first grade class at Walter J. Meyer Elementary also put their magical touch in the auditorium. Most importantly, the Arizona Historical Society gave Ed Shefflin a picture that hangs in the lobby to the city on indefinite loan. As we begin 2024, we are striving to make further improvements so that we can keep this historical building thriving.
The helipad is not the only airfield Public Works has touched in 2023. With the on-site manager, Roy Jones, and engineers at Kimley Horn, the airport is starting to show some life. During 2023, Public Works worked on brush and debris expanding the dirt parking area. Engineering and plans have been completed for the expansion of Airport Apron and to fix drainage issues. Construction is to begin this spring. Fuel is now available for planes flying in, and there is 24/7 security living in an RV on site. A car is available to pilots who want to drive into town. On April 11, 2023, we honored Ed Shefflin, the founder of Tombstone. A statue was erected near the main entrance to the park, and the park was renamed from City Park to Shefflin Park. Old Firehouse Senior Center served 289 people and 17,114 meals in 2023. 31 volunteers with 5,000 plus hours and 3 staff provided dedicated service. $17,830 in donations from Tombstone Senior Volunteers, Inc., American Legion Auxiliary, Tombstone Vigilantes, Tombstone Vigilettes, the Birdcage Theater, First Baptist Church, Tombstone Association of the Arts, and our clientele helped pay for food and equipment. $33,000 donated by Tombstone Senior Volunteers in Cork was used for building upgrades, equipment, kitchen, and office supplies, including a new range and freezer. $30,000 from Seago Area Agency on Aging through the Older Americans Act subsidized our income. $3,000 grant from Legacy Foundation will be used for technology upgrades that will be implemented in 2024. The Tombstone Library Summer Reading Program ran from June 26th to 7th of July, 2023. It was composed of an all-volunteer staff. Members of the American Legion, Tombstone Senior Center, and the Band Wanted, along with employees from Hotel Tombstone and the Good Enough Mind read stories, provided enrichment activities, and displayed a sense of community to the participants. There were over 20 participating children from ages 3 to 16 years old. During the program, the students explored percussion music, yoga, drawing, aerodynamics, and history. They practiced good citizenship and teamwork by participating in the Patriotic Art Project, explored hearing vision disabilities, playing chess, swimming in the community pool, and going on an exploration hike behind the courthouse. They also donated a poster to Hotel Tombstone that was created by all the volunteers and participants, and anyone else the children could get to put stickers on it.
Hello, I'm Terry Smith. I'm the manager for the Tombstone Visitor Center. This is kind of what we've done in 2023. We handle about 500,000 visitors every year or more. And just got new decals for the windows. It was really nice.
As our visitor center and Boot Hill Graveyard manager has indicated, an estimated 500,000 people come to Tombstone a year. Over 40,000 visitors from around the world stop by the visitor center for more information. That is an average of 114 people each day. Our counts do not stop there. The visitor center is not the only tourist stop. An average of 134 people visited Boot Hill Graveyard on a daily basis. That is over 46,000 in 2023. After looking at historic grave sites, they exit through the Boot Hill gift shop.
Hi, this is Kirby, the manager of Boot Hill Graveyard Gift Shop. And I don't know if you know this, but for years we've had all of these t-shirts on wide tables that are about this high, and then there's 2 layers, with 2 shelves underneath it. It's really, really hard to work with the t-shirts that way. It's just awful. So anyway, we got these new shelves in, and everything is ordered by, type and shirt, design and size, and it made it so much easier. It saves us so much time, and it keeps the t-shirts a lot cleaner. And thank you, Dusty, because it was thanks to you guys that you approved this. It really helped. And here's a lovely Boot Hill headstone sign, and it was, it had been painting really bad for a long time. And so the ladies over at the rock shop did it for a very reasonable price. They put in a lot of hours, they did a great job, and now it looks beautiful.
Hi, my name is Wayne Sorensen. I'm the online manager. here at Boot Hill, also the assistant manager of the gift shop, and been here 7 years, so kind of know a lot about what's happened and changed since I started in 2016. A lot of improvements, which is what Tombstone does. They keep up with the times. Anyway, here at the gift shop, we have a wide variety of different items, and big development has been the website. Got everything from clothing on there, mugs, cordials, shot glasses, ton of really good books from some of the famous authors.
Hey, my name is Bruce. I'm a marketing manager with the City of Tombstone. I'd like to talk to you today about all the great things we've done in town this year.
We're going to look at advertising through television, OTT streaming, digital ads, email, and social media venues for 2023. On broadcast television, over 4,000 broadcast TV ads were aired on KOLD, METV, Circle TV in Southern Arizona using broadcast linear TV. We also ran Paracon ads on Phoenix TV. OTT streaming, we aired 443,379 TV ads via streaming channels for those without cable, dish, or DirecTV, but are engaged with Apple TV, Hulu, Fubo, Roku, Tubi, or some similar web service for their TV viewing. The streaming TV ads showed an attribution of over 7,000 times where people who watched the TV ad and in the next 10 minutes went to discovertombstone.com for more information. For digital, we had over 6.1 million web ads that ran targeted to specific people who identify as folks who show interest in travel, history, Western U.S. history, or Westerns, and with a higher discretionary income. The web ads ran in the markets of El Paso, Tucson, Nogales, Agua Prieta, and Phoenix in both English and Spanish. Over 12 million native sponsored ads ran that gave the perception of a news story. We did this for every event that we promoted throughout the year, from White Oak Days to Wine Festival to El Dorado to Paracon, Native American Festival, etc. As a result of the stunning click-through rates that our native ad articles receive, often double and triple what is considered to be the normal high target, as a result, Gray Media asked the permission of Discover Tombstone to utilize our results to show other businesses how to do it right. Email. We sent 475,000 emails and had over 84,000 IP addresses open those emails, and 11,890 further that click through to discovertombstone.com for more information. This number represents a return of more than double the number that KOLD shows as the high target number. When we get to social media, we look at Facebook. Discover Tombstone had 369 posts with a reach of nearly 1 million post reads with a current follower total of 18.3 thousand. We regularly cover events in Tombstone, no matter who is hosting the event, be it Discover Tombstone itself, as with the Paracon, events that we sponsor like Native American Festival, bull riding at Shootout Arena, the new monthly markets benefiting local charities, or any other events that Discover Tombstone will be sponsoring, assisting in, or just helping to market. Discover Boot Hill had 347 posts with a reach of a whopping 604.8 thousand post reads with a current follower total of 4,000. The Tombstone Wild West Paracon page had 316 posts with a reach of 97.6 thousand post reads with a current follower total of 2.87 thousand followers. On Instagram, Discover Tombstone had 312 posts with a reach of 15,000 post reads with a current follower total of 1.3 thousand. Twitter, or X as it is now known, had a total of 28,000 impressions on what we call Visit Tombstone. Here at Discover Tombstone, we absolutely love to help Tombstone be where people come as visitors and leave as friends.
Hello, I'm Dave Silva, videographer for the city of Tombstone. I'm also the creator of the Desert Sky Adventures YouTube channel, a channel that promotes Tombstone, Cochise County, attractions, and events.
YouTube is the second largest search engine on Earth, with literally billions of users. And Tombstone didn't have a whole lot of presence on YouTube, so I decided to make my channel all about Tombstone when I moved here in 2022. Since then, I've created over 200 videos about everything Tombstone, presented in an entertaining way.
This is a popular and cost-effective method to promote Tombstone and everything in it, without people feeling like they're watching a commercial.
In 2023, the channel had produced over 10.4 million impressions, which translates to over 700,000 views. As you can see here, a 268% increase over 2022. We also saw over 80,000 hours of watch time, a 224% increase over 2022. Currently, at the time of filming, we have over 5,300 subscribers. That number goes up every day. We gained over 3,500 in 2023. As you can see, a 148% increase over 2022. The channel is growing, and we will continue to grow the channel and promote the word of Tombstone around the world. We're currently viewed by people in over 50 countries.
Hi again, it's your city clerk, Carissa Presti, but I'm also the director of marketing for Discover Tombstone. I wanted to tell you about a little bit of things that we have done this year to put Tombstone on the map, especially in 2023. Our dedicated marketing team has successfully secured $227,000 in grants for marketing initiatives. Our main focus this year is to keep the Old West alive. With a focus on targeting families, our efforts aim to preserve the essence of the Old West. The grant funds have been utilized for diverse marketing channels such as magazine ads, digital ads, billboards, TV, and event and community sponsorships. We have also done face-to-face marketing in Pima, Pinal, and Maricopa counties. In May of 2023, Discover Tombstone organized its inaugural event, the Tombstone Wild West Paracon. This event attracted paranormal enthusiasts nationwide, offering investigations, workshops, and a glimpse into our pioneer history. We also hosted a night with Barry Corbin at Shelton Hall during Eldorado Days. Both of these events garnered significant success, with ticket sales providing seed money for the future endeavors. This year, we also collaborated with the Tombstone Chamber of Commerce to present Wild West Christmas throughout the whole month of December. The highlight was the enchanting tree and park lighting event, transforming the town into a magical holiday destination. Also, Tombstone was the only city in the state of Arizona to showcase holiday fireworks, which was put on by our wonderful fire department to bring in joy and celebration to our community. For our community events, we also hosted Back to School at the Pool Party at the end of July for our kids. This is the first time this event has been done. Graciously, Ringo's Bar provided pizza and popsicles for the kids at the city pool to celebrate the end of the summer season. At Halloween, the city was able to partner with Tombstone merchants to have Tables on Allen, a trick-or-treating event for our families up and down Allen Street. The Great Pumpkin was also available at the city park for pictures and treats. The Tombstone Fire Department hosted trunk or treat at the Discover Tombstone Fields, along with cooking free hot dogs for our community. The city also partnered with the Tombstone High School Student Council to host a free haunted house for our citizens. The students raised over $3,000 for their prom and graduation. As we conclude the State of the City address, we are thrilled to embark on another year of progress and innovation. In 2024, we eagerly anticipate continuing our journey towards modernization, ensuring that Tombstone moves into the 21st century. Yet, with all the exciting upgrades, we remain committed to preserving our historic roots. The mayor, city council, department heads, and dedicated city employees are tirelessly working to ensure that Tombstone remains the best place to live and visit. Together as a community, we can ensure that our historic town thrives for generations to come and remains the town too tough to die.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Glad you all come in to take in this presentation. If you have any questions or would like to talk to any of the department heads about anything you saw in this presentation tonight, don't hesitate to go to City Hall and they'll take care of it. Thank you again. Hope you enjoyed the presentation. Motion to adjourn. All right.
All right, good.
Second, all in favor, yes.
Yes.
Yes, anyway.
Good, I'm glad.
Yeah, walk faster.
Good. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. Appreciate it.